Alright, welcome back to the Soul Hoops channel. It is me again, Ryan, back with another solo video. Doing another tier list today. Today we are ranking retro NBA jerseys. I'd like to start off saying thank you so much for how well the last tier list video did. Obviously I couldn't be part of the regular pod last week, but that video did really well. So I'm glad to know that you guys like that content, and hopefully this one does just as well and gets recommended to people, and more people can discover the channel, what we have to offer over here at Soul Hoops. So yeah, I don't think there's much further ado, really. It's pretty straightforward. We're just going to go through a bunch of these full NBA retro jerseys and rank them S through F. This is just my opinion on all of these. Yeah, I mean, there's not much really to it other than that. These jerseys, I didn't pick to include each of these jerseys. I just found this tier list. So if there's a jersey that you have in mind that you think would have been good on this list, I couldn't control what's on here. So yeah, without further ado, I think we can just kind of get started now. So let's go over. So first we have the red Milwaukee Bucks jerseys. I think these are just okay. Like, they aren't groundbreaking. They don't look bad. They're just kind of in the middle. I like when jerseys kind of go for a color that's not really their traditional team colors. Like, red is kind of like a minor color for like the tertiary color, I guess, for the Bucks. But making a full jersey of it looks all right, but I don't love it. I feel like I could use some sort of design in the trim or something to spice it up a little bit. So I'm gonna put these in C. They could move down to D if I feel like they aren't on par with the ones in C. But yeah, that's good for now. And then next we have the navy blue Cleveland Cavaliers jerseys from like the 2000s. I love these. These are super clean. Super clean. I love the colors. I love the font that Cleveland is spelled out in. I love the trim and stripes on the side. Obviously, LeBron wore these, so people hold these jerseys in high regard. I think these have to go in S. I really like these. They're really clean. Then we have the LA Clippers with these kind of like blue ones. They also wore these in like the 2000s, kind of like the early 2000s for these, like the Lamar Odom type Clippers jerseys. I think these have to also go maybe in C, just because they're kind of basic. Nothing much to them. I think the Clippers jerseys, for the most part, have always been just kind of mid, just kind of fine. And this is no exception to that. Next, we have a heater though. I love black jerseys. I think having all black jerseys are so cool, and these Kings jerseys, I think, embody that really well. These, honestly, might have to go in. Yeah, these are going in A. I love these. I love them so much. These are the kind of jerseys that like Chris Webber wore and Mike Bibby, all those 2000s Kings teams that were pretty good. Not like that plays that much of an impact in how I view these, but definitely helps when I can like envision them on a good player. Next we have these Mavs jerseys, these like green ones. I've never liked these. I just don't know what it is about them. I just think they're okay. I think a lot of people really like these for sure, but I'm just kind of lukewarm on them. Yeah, I can't decide if I should go in C or D. I'm gonna put them in C. They aren't that bad. Like, I don't know. I just think they're okay. And next we have these Nuggets jerseys. Yeah, I like these for sure. I don't love them, but I don't hate them. I like the colors. Navy blue. You got the yellow text, yellow jersey number, and you got like the light blue on the sides. I think they're clean. I'm gonna put them in B. Then we've got the white Wizards jerseys, also from like the late 90s, 2000s. And these jerseys are like, popular because, Jordan wore these in his like last couple seasons in the NBA. And for that reason, you know, these are kind of iconic in their own way because Jordan wore them. But, you know, just kind of taking that out, I think these are still really cool. You know, the font is really cool. The colors are cool. These are also going to go in a B because I don't think they should go up here in A, but they're also solidly better than these ones down here. Then next we have the black pine tree Timberwolves. This is the easiest S in the whole tier list, in my opinion. Obviously a homer pick, but these jerseys are just so clean. They're just so beautiful. The black, the Timberwolves font, the jersey number font. You've got the logos on the shorts. You've got the beautiful pine tree trim on the sleeves and the neck. They're so beautiful. They're just amazing. I can go on all day about how good these are. Next we have the black 2006ers jerseys. These are also really cool. I think these are kind of on par with like the Kings jerseys, I'd say. They definitely go back kind of an A tier for sure. Yeah, they're clean. Everyone thinks they're clean. They're also iconic, you know, that Allen Iverson crossover on Ty Lue in Game 1 of the 2001 Finals. Yeah, I mean, we've all seen that play, and he did that in these jerseys. So, yeah, part of the reason why they're so iconic and why they stand out to me and other people. Yeah, they're just cool. They gotta go in A. Then we have these early New Orleans Hornets jerseys. One of the ones that like Chris Paul and all them wore. I'm not a fan of these, really. They're just too basic, and that shade of yellow, I don't really know why, but there's just too much of it. There's too much yellow in this jersey, and I also don't really like the way that it sits with like the blue. It's just two kind of ugly colors that I feel like don't go that well together. Next we have, these are kind of more modern. These are like just red Pelicans jerseys. I mean, I don't think they're bad, but they aren't like really great, or I don't look at these and think that they're really good jerseys. I mean, the Pelicans still wear these now, right? So I don't know. I think C is good for those. They're just okay. Next, yeah, I kind of actually hate these. I'm not gonna lie. The navy blue Oklahoma City Thunder jerseys. They kind of wore these in like 2015, 2016, 2017. Like, I don't think they wore them for that long, but in the mid 2010s for sure. And I just hated these. They're just gross. Like it's all like one color basically. That navy blue with like the Thunder like on the side vertically with the stripes. It just looks weird. Like, I don't like it. I don't like seeing it on like Durant or Westbrook or any of the players on that team. So I don't know about F, but I think D. Yeah, just bad. Then we have, I guess, like the red. Oh yeah, the red Wizards jerseys. They also still kind of wear these now. They're in a similar boat as the Pelicans. Like, they still wear these. They aren't like bad jerseys, but they aren't like great. I think they just kind of go right there. Next we have the white Brooklyn Nets jerseys with like the blue and the red stripe on the side with the stars. I like these. I like asymmetrical jerseys. Like, I think there's something unique about them that just make them like unique, like, or obviously, but like distinct. It is cool. It's different from every other normal kind of jersey where it's very like symmetrical, like the same design on both sides. These are super cool. I like how they retro these. I think this year, I definitely remember like Kyrie playing in them, and I think I might be wrong, but Kevin Durant had that like crossover on Daniel Gafford wearing these. These are cool for sure. They're gonna go in B. I think they're kind of on par with these jerseys up here, the Wizards and the Nuggets. Next, we have Detroit Pistons. I think they also wore these in like the 2000s. These are super basic. Not bad, not like great, just basic. There's nothing much to really say about these. It's kind of a weird color, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's like a scarlet red. It's like very light red. I don't really love that. I'm gonna put these in C, I guess. I don't think it should go down here, but here for sure. Next we have the San Antonio Spurs jerseys. These are kind of like the George Gervin era jerseys, kind of like the 70s, 80s. These are cool. I like black jerseys, so I think jerseys where they're like predominantly black, I think are just gonna be kind of high, just as it is. And I've always liked Spurs jerseys. I think they're clean. I think they're just they're sometimes a bit too simple, but I think simple gets the job done with these and with the Spurs. So I'm gonna put these in B. I don't think they should go any higher, but they're pretty cool. And when you see them on like the players, it looks a lot better for sure. Then you've got basically the same thing, or a little bit different. You've got these gray Spurs jerseys, same kind of like rhombus shape on the side, and you got like the Spurs across. I think they're cool. I think they're kind of the same as these ones over here, maybe if not like a little bit worse, but I don't think they should be in C tier. Usually gray jerseys are like a giant miss. Like usually whenever teams try to do gray for their main color of the jerseys, it just looks like shit. So it's a little bit impressive that these actually look good and that like players can wear them and it's not like weird. Next, we have the Golden State Warriors jerseys with like the state of California on the side. These are cool. These are really cool. I like these. Like they're simple, throwback. They've retroed these like a ton of times. I feel like, you know, I know Steph has worn them. They're just cool, and like this shade of yellow compared to this like ugly Hornets shade of yellow, this is much better. I think these honestly might go in like A tier. I just love these. They're super cool. Next, we have the orange Cavs. These are going to D. They just look, they don't look very good. Even like on LeBron or like Kyrie or, yeah, they just look bad. I don't like them. I wish they would never wear these again, to be honest. Yeah, just keep them in D. I don't know. I just don't like them. Then we have just the plain old green Celtics. It's hard to go wrong with this just because, you know, it's Celtics, it's iconic. It's basic, but it's like timeless. It's classy, it's cool. But just because it's not as visually interesting as a lot of these ones up here, I can't really put it up here. I think these are going to go in C. And same thing with like the home jerseys. I think these are also going to go right in C. They're just, you know, they're just what they are. Timeless, but also a little basic. Next, we have the white Atlanta Hawks jerseys. They kind of wore these in like the 80s. Dominique Wilkins and Spud Webb and all them. I like these for sure. Also a bit asymmetrical with the shorts. The shorts on these look really cool. Having that extra little stripe across the shorts, I think it adds a lot to these for sure. I'm putting these in B. Definitely in B. They're pretty cool. I like them. Next, we have the baby blue Sacramento Kings. I don't like these. I usually think the Kings have like really good jerseys, but these are a miss in my opinion. I don't like these colors with like the Kings, and they're just, it's like these colors are like overdone. Like they're not necessarily overdone, but like you know, red, white, and blue is just kind of that's overdone. Even though like this is like more of a baby blue with like the red, I just don't like these. A lot of these I don't really have necessarily a reason why I don't like them. I just don't really like the way they look on players. I'm not a fan of these. I think these go in D for sure. Honestly, these Thunder jerseys could move down if I'm feeling like particularly mean. Yeah, we'll see. These definitely go in F. These like old Knicks jerseys from like the 70s, 80s, they're just gross. Like, in my opinion, any jersey that has a jersey number above the name of the market or team is just like an instant no. Like, it just looks weird. Like, whenever I see these in 2K My Team, I'm always like, I don't know why anybody would ever want to like put that on their team, or why the Knicks ever wore these in real life. And you've got like the Yankees symbol down here, and like the number on the shorts again. That's just a no. Like, they're gross. Like, I've seen photos of like Bernard King wearing these, and I kind of throw up every single time. Next, we have the classic golden Lakers jerseys. I think these go kind of in the same vein as the Celtics. You know, they're timeless. You know, they're classics for a reason. They're iconic. Obviously, Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers wore these, and then you know Kobe wore jerseys similar to these. So I get why these are so renowned, but yeah, I think C tier is just right for them. Timeless, but also again basic, just like the Celtics. Next, we have these retro Nuggets jerseys. These are cool. These are for sure cool. I think these are B tier, maybe A tier. They're just so interesting. There's so much going on with these Nuggets jerseys. They're, I just love them. I think everyone kind of loves these. It's hard not to love them. They just don't make jerseys like this anymore, and I think they should. They should retro these, like actually retro them, not just kind of remix them. Bringing these back for like a full season, or not a full season, but bringing them back for a season where they could wear them for like 8, 9, 10 games would be pretty cool in my opinion. So I think these are going to go in A. Maybe they could go in B. I think low side of A is good for these. Next, we have the Houston Rockets from like kind of the 80s, early 90s again. Simple, but just clean. I like them. I'm putting them in B. Not a ton going on, but I think that font of when it says Houston is really cool. They've retroed these too. James Harden has definitely worn these. I just think they're simple, but really cool. So I think this is a great spot for them. Next, we have Portland Trailblazers red. I don't love the red, but I still think the Blazers like old jerseys are just they're some of the best. They're amazing. Like the stripes, the font that the Blazers is in it's such a good font. It's such a quintessential like throwback jersey, like the cool Blazers font. You've also got the ones that kind of go like vertical, but these ones as they are, I think are going to go in B. And the black ones honestly go in S. These are awesome. If I don't really buy jerseys much anymore, but if I were going to get a jersey of another team, this is definitely one of the candidates to get like a retro Portland Trailblazers jersey. They're just sick. I love them. Clyde Drexler, all of that. Next, we have Milwaukee Bucks with like the purple buck and the purple logo. A lot of people really like these, and I just think they're okay. I think they're in B. I don't really like the way the buck looks. I think that if they kind of had to use like different colors or just a different design for that, these would have gone way up. But yeah, I think that buck just looks a little bit weird in my opinion. It kind of holds it back. The colors are great though, like the green. It's a beautiful green, and the trim I like too. But that buck and then like the Bucks font up here, not a fan of. Then next we have the Chicago Bulls all black. Now these are super cool. These don't look like the ones with the pinstripes on them, and if they were the ones with the pinstripes on them, they'd probably go in S or A. But I think they just look all black, and the all blacks are cool, but not as cool as one with the pinstripes. I think these are going to go in A. I think they're kind of on the same tier as like the Kings and all these. They're just super clean. Like seeing Michael Jordan wear like the all blacks, it's just so cool. Like kind of later in his career, then they definitely retroed these and just kind of kept them around for a while. Like Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, all those players definitely wore these at certain points in time. Black Chicago Bulls, gotta be A in my opinion. And next we have white Bulls. The white Chicago Bulls I think is a step down, but still pretty clean. I think it's timeless in the same way like the Celtics and Lakers are, but it's got a little bit more going on because the shorts have that rhombus shape that we kind of saw before with the Spurs. That's just a cool addition. Cool jerseys, simple but timeless. I like them. Next we have these old Clippers jerseys, kind of similar to these blue ones. I like these less. I think this color of red is gross. It's a similar color to this Detroit style red, but these are like worse. I don't know why I don't like these, but like the scarlet color mixed with everything else, and like the type of blue. I'm just not like a huge fan of Clippers jerseys. I feel like I just think they're kind of, I think they're just kind of okay, just okay. Worse than okay. I think they're gonna. I think they're in D for sure. Next, we have the teal Vancouver Grizzlies. This is a pretty easy S. These are awesome. These are so cool. I think everyone can kind of agree that these are cool. You know, they've retroed these in 2019. Rookie John Morant, sophomore Jaren Jackson. They looked great on those guys. No, that was 2020, 2019, 2020. That season, they retroed these. Yeah, I just love them. They look so cool. One of the more iconic jerseys out of these a bunch of retros. Like, I think these are pretty highly regarded for a reason, and it's because they're super cool. The white Grizzlies, same thing but white, I think are also really cool, but not as cool as the teal. So I think these are gonna go in A. You know, just having that font with like the big bear on the shorts and like the trim, it's just so cool. Like, oh my god, I also want to get one of these one day of some like retro player. I don't really like the Grizzlies now, but if I could get like a retro player of like Abdul Rahim or Bibby, I would totally get one of these. Next we have Miami Heat, all black. Not all black, but black Miami Heat. Yeah, as far as all black jerseys go, I like these a little bit less than a lot of these other ones. I think B is fine for them. Yeah, well, maybe I'm being too harsh. Heat logo is cool, and the font is cool. I don't know. These have never really, I guess, caught my attention that much. I think they're just cool. They're all right. And then the red Miami Heat with like the reverse coloring on the logo. Yeah, these are definitely like a C to me. Maybe no, they're like a C. Yeah, I don't think I can move them that far from these. I feel similar to these the way I do like the green Mavericks, for sure. Purple Charlotte Hornets. I love these. I'm debating S or A in my head right now. I think I'm putting them in S. I'm just gonna do it. These are sick. I love the color purple, and I love the pinstripes and how they kind of they're different colors, each of them, and like the Charlotte. I think Charlotte Hornets have always had kind of, not always, because I think their jerseys like nowadays are just like okay, but back then they were really cool. I think the purple ones go here, and these teal ones probably go more so like here. I think they're like a decent step down from these. These have more colors, more going on. The purple's cool, and these just kind of go in B with like the rest of these pretty solid ones. Blazers might move up, to be honest, but we'll keep it there for now. Then we have the black Utah Jazz. These are pretty cool. These are definitely pretty cool. I think B is right for these. I don't think they're as good as these black jerseys up here, but they're still all black. They're still pretty cool. You know, these like late 90s Jazz teams are not remembered that fondly for reasons, but I can't deny how cool these are. And then also like the purple ones I'm just gonna put in A because these are even better than these ones. And yeah, I just love these. Like the mountain just puts it over the top. Like it already would have been kind of cool if it had just kept this Jazz and with the purple. It would have been pretty cool jerseys, but I'm telling you, with the mountain and the shorts and the mountain in the background, these look fucking awesome. And then we've got the New York Knicks with the black side. These are like, they're not the normal Knicks jerseys. Like they're unique in their own way because they have that black side, and for that reason, I'm moving them up to A. These look so good. Wearing them, like seeing them like worn by the players is really what like puts this jersey over the top. It looks so much better when you see it on the players, and these are iconic. You know, those 2000s late 90s Knicks teams. Like, you know, I think part of what makes those teams so unique is these jerseys. Like I can just like vividly picture Latrell Sprewell, Patrick Ewing in these jerseys. Like the black on the side, just it puts it all together, in my opinion. These are super cool. Then we have the purple Lakers. The purple Lakers, I think, yeah, I think they're similar. I feel like about these similar to how I feel about the yellow Lakers. It's kind of in C tier, timeless, maybe a little bit more interesting than the yellow ones. Like it just feels a little bit more full, a little bit more balanced out. I'm a big fan of these for sure. Again, like a Showtime Lakers classic, and that the purple is kind of what they've held on to for a long time, in addition to the yellow. So those are cool. Then we have the black Orlando Magic jerseys. These jerseys are super dope, but it's like, I wouldn't call them basic, but they're very popular, and like I feel like I see it too much. Like this is like a frat party jersey, Hall of Fame right here. This black jersey. Like if you go to a frat party, you will see like half the people there, like half the guys wearing one of these black Shaq Magic jerseys. So I've seen it a lot, but I can't deny how cool it is. I think it's got to go probably in A. You know, Penny Hardaway is one of the most fun players to look back and watch highlights of, and seeing him do a lot of like the moves and the scoring in this jersey, you know, I think it leaves a good taste in my mouth for sure when I think about these. And despite like the frat party stuff, like whatever, they're cool. Putting them in A. And then the blue ones, I think, are gonna go in B. They're similar to these. I like the blue a little bit less. Still cool regardless. I don't love pinstripes as much as some people do, but I do enjoy a pinstripe from time to time. Next we have Mavs again. I don't know what it is with the Mavs, but I just can't really rock with a lot of these jerseys. Like I think these are legitimately kind of bad. Like the blue is very, it's like, I don't like the way the blue kind of sits with the green. The Dallas font is too basic. You've got the little logo down here, which is cool, but I'm just not a fan of these. Like whenever I've seen them on players, like even Dirk, I'm just like, yeah, that's a bad jersey. Next we have one that I love. These Indiana Pacers jerseys are so good. These are going in S. One of my favorite jerseys on the whole tier list so far. I don't know exactly what it is, but something about like the you know, it's asymmetrical, kind of what I've liked about all these others about these other jerseys before. The Indiana with like the backed up font with the white, they just look so good. Like seeing them on the players again kind of like puts these all together for me. You know, seeing Reggie Miller, they've retroed these. I think they might have retroed them like maybe this last year, maybe like a few years ago, but I feel like I've seen Halliburton wearing these, and he makes them look great too. So yeah, I would totally get a Halliburton Pacers jersey if it looked like this. Next, we have the teal Pistons, and I think I'm putting these in A tier because I don't know if I can put them up with here, but they're still super cool. They're like high A tier, like super high A tier, in my opinion, of jerseys. I'm so glad they brought these back this year, or you know, this last year it just finished. It sucks that we didn't get to see Cade Cunningham healthy in them, but I hope they keep him around for another year so we can see a full healthy season of Cade wearing these jerseys, because man, they look cool. Yeah, shout out to the Pistons, shout out to Jaden Ivey, shout out to Duran, shout out to Asar, shout out to all of them. Then we've got the purple Raptors. Unpopular opinion, these jerseys have too much going on. They gotta go in B. obviously they're so iconic, and these are like the quintessential, like, not like look of the 90s jerseys right here. You get the big logo, like the crazy font, so much going on. They've got too much going on. The Raptor looks cool, but I don't like the font. I don't like the back font. The number is a little bit too small in the front, for my opinion. The pinstripes are all like different textures, and you've got a lot going on with the shorts and the sides, like different things. Yeah, they just gotta go in B. I think these are a bit overrated. Then we've got white Raptors. Same thing. They lose out in the purple, which I think a lot of people like about these, but yeah, there's too much going on. I feel the same exact way with the Rockets. There's too much maybe not too much going on, but I think these colors in comparison to these are a big step down. Enough of a step down where I'm gonna move them down to C. I just don't like these. I don't like the way they look on players. They've retroed these in the last few years. Like, I definitely have seen Jalen Green wear them on court, and I don't like the look of them, like, at all. I'm not a fan. Then we've got Supersonics. These are going in S. Definitely going in S. These jerseys look super, super cool. Obviously the Sonics aren't a team anymore. I started watching basketball in 2016, and that was obviously like long after the Sonics had already gone away and relocated out of Seattle. So I never really got to watch any Sonics in my life, but I look back at old photos and highlights, and these jerseys are just really clean. That color of green it's beautiful. There's not many words that can describe that. You got the nice stripe inside, the awesome Sonics logo in the middle, great colors. I love these. I really, really love these. These are an easy S tier, if you ask me. Then, honestly, these are another S tier. The black retro Phoenix Suns. I'm glad they've also retroed these, because they look so good on the players, and seeing Devin Booker wear these and just cook it's so nice. I love these jerseys. I don't think I'd ever buy a Suns jersey. I don't really rock with the Suns like that nowadays, but one of the best jerseys of all time right here. They're so good. Then the purple ones. The purple ones are cool, but not quite as cool. I think A tier is right for the purple Suns. Next we have the Warriors. These are the ones with like the lightning bolt kind of across the top and like the design on the sides. I don't love these. A lot of people have like a lot of nostalgia for these jerseys. These are kind of like the We Believe era. I believe it's correct, like the We Believe era Warriors. But I wasn't really around for that. I was too young to be watching basketball back then, so I don't really have the same like nostalgia when it comes to these jerseys. I just think I think they're okay. I like them more than all these down here, but nothing to really write home about with these. I'm putting them in, like, I don't know. I want to put things in B tier, but then I look at the other ones and it's like they aren't as good as this, so I'm moving it down to C. Then we've got the old 90s Timberwolves jerseys. They're just okay. Like, obviously I'm a Timberwolves fan, so I do kind of like these, and they've got a cool look to them. And obviously, rookie KG wore these. And these are like the first jerseys that the team's ever had, but they're basic. They're definitely basic. I think they're gonna go in B, just because it's a bit of. I don't know. I think they get the boost because it's a homer team, but yeah, nothing too much going on here. Just nice jerseys. I like the colors. The colors are pretty cool, admittedly. Then we've got the black Atlanta Hawks. These are super sick. These are also going to A. I don't know exactly when they wore these. like, I don't remember exactly when, but I've definitely seen them on players before, and they look really cool. Again, something about black jerseys, they just look so awesome. Like, I gotta put them high. Like, I feel like I just had to put them high. Then we have the red 76ers jerseys. I don't know what it is about these, but I hate them. Like, I actually do hate them. They're just kind of gross. Like, I don't like the font of Sixers. Just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't. These jerseys don't move me at all. I think rookie Iverson wore like these and like other variations of these, and I don't know. I hope they don't retro these or bring them back, because they're just ugly. Just ugly. That's probably a pretty unpopular opinion, actually. So I might get flack for that, but that's okay. Then we've got Brooklyn Nets. I've always thought the Brooklyn Nets jerseys they're clean. I think clean's a good word for these. Like, pretty much nothing's going on. But it's not too bare bones to where, like, it feels like it's devoid of style. Like, it like the black and white with like the Brooklyn font, it does have its own style, and I'm a fan of that style. It's clean. I really like the Brooklyn Nets jerseys, and they've kept them around for a super long time, and there's a good reason for that. I think they've caught on well, and I think they serve its purpose, and they're cool jerseys. Then finally we have the pinstripe yellow Indiana Pacers jerseys. I like the pinstripe blue ones a lot more. The yellow ones are still all right. I think the yellow ones go in C. I don't love them, but I also don't think they deserve to be in D or F. They're just okay. They're okay jerseys. So that's all of them. I think this is like around like 60, 50 jerseys. Again, I didn't pick the ones to be included. This is a tier list I found on the Tier Maker website. So if there are any jerseys that you think should have been included, or you want to make a case for a certain jersey being on here, or like higher or lower, I'd love to hear that, like in the comments or on Twitter, or anywhere you feel like you want to reach out to us, because I like engaging with the audience, and also hearing feedback is great, because that means we kind of can cater more of our content to what you guys like, what you guys watch. So yeah. What else? Oh, I will be on the normal episode of Soul Hoops this week. It's going to be business as usual. We're continuing with our positional rankings. We're ranking small forwards this week, so stay tuned for that. That should be out Friday, kind of our normal day, normal time. And other than that, I don't have much else, so I think I'll just stop it at that. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.